Good morning, everybody. Welcome back, or welcome to It's a Small Vlog on this probably record-breaking freezing morning here in Central Florida. If you've been following the channel for its entire lifetime, you know that I am a Central Florida native. I've lived here my entire life. And currently today on Sunday, February 1st at 7:32 in the morning, it is currently 23 degrees outside and it feels like 12, I want to say. This is probably the coldest weather I have ever felt as a native Floridian, but I am here braving the cold for you all because I am here. If you watched my video last week, you knew that this video was coming. I am here at Disney's Animal Kingdom this morning because today is the final day ever to experience what remains of Dinoland U.S.A, more specifically Dinosaur the ride and Restaurantosaurus. Their final day is today, Sunday, February 1st, 2026. And I'm here braving the cold for you all so that way I can experience it. I was not built for this kind of weather. Oh my gosh, I apologize that if my camera work is a little shaky today because I'm freezing. I'm wearing 4 layers right now. You can probably see my breath as I'm talking, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, I will say though, it is a beautiful morning. Like, it's a beautiful sunny day, which is really nice, but man, it is absolutely freezing. Like, I can't even stress that enough. I guess this is payback because last weekend Florida did not participate in winter. It was 80 degrees last weekend, and now this weekend it's 12. Insane. But yeah, I am here this morning. The current time is 7:35, so the park doesn't open for about another 25 minutes, but I'm here at Rope Drop. I can't say the last time I was here this early. But yeah, here we are right outside the entrance of Disney's Animal Kingdom. Crowds are not bad today. I got a super close parking spot. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and ride Dinosaur one last time, go see Dr. Seeker, Dr. Marsh one last time, and go get that dino one last time. So let's head on inside. Okay, we are in. We made it. 7:45. We got 15 minutes. And I also picked up a park map because this is going to be the last map ever in the history of Disney's Animal Kingdom that has Dinosaur or Dinoland on it. And we have made it to the rope drop holding area here in the Oasis. So we're going to be here for about 15 minutes or so. All right, it is 8 a.m. and we are in. Welcome to Disney's Animal Kingdom. It is a beautiful morning, and now we are booking it to Dinoland U.S.A. So because Dinosaur is part of early entry, it's already at a 30-minute wait, so that's interesting, but we're heading there. Let's go get that dino one more time. There it is, Dinoland. We're here. Walking under the sign, Dinoland U.S.A. Probably for one of my final times ever. And that right there is the future site of the Encanto attraction. If you've been to Animal Kingdom recently, you know that getting to Dinosaur and Restaurantosaurus has not been the easiest thing lately. You gotta go through a maze of walls to get there, which is exactly what we're doing right now. Here it is, Restaurantosaurus and Dinosaur. And this is what is currently under construction, a new Encanto-themed attraction for the upcoming Tropical America's Land. And this is the maze of construction walls. This all used to be Chester and Hester's Dino-Rama right here. And this used to be the Boneyard on this side. We made it. Here's Restaurantosaurus. And this on the left over here, this is the Cretaceous Trail where you can meet the characters. And then over here is the star of today, Dinosaur. Here we are, and here's the line, but we're waiting in it. Last time visiting the Dino Institute, we are getting progressively closer and closer to Aladar the dinosaur and Dr. Seeker and Dr. Marsh. Here we go, end of an era today. End of an era. Hi Aladar, good to see you on this very cold morning. Dinosaur. It's fast, it's a blast, and it's in the past. Here we go, heading in. Already at a 45-minute wait, which is pretty crazy. Well, this is a first. It's 8:05 in the morning, and I'm already outside in the extended queue for Dinosaur, but that's okay. It's all right. I'm just going to be out here for a little bit longer than I expected, but that's all right. Also, yes, the hoodie has gone up because it is progressively freezing, and I've lost a little bit of feeling in my hands and fingers. Okay, we are almost inside, as indicated by the big T-Rex sculpture right here. Almost there. which means we're almost to warmth. And we have finally made it inside the Dino Institute for one last time. Walking in, we have these predator and prey exhibits with different kinds of fossils and dinosaur findings, behaviors right here. I won't miss these exhibits. They're very cool, very well themed. And then I've always enjoyed this diorama too, of these different prehistoric animals. Some more exhibits on that side. This wall is a really cool texture of all the different leaves and stuff. Very cool. Survivors, fossils, and now we are officially inside the main atrium. Wow. Wow. Bill Nye the Science Guy is currently speaking. Wow, look at this.
Hello there. Welcome to our little trans-dimensional joyride, folks. I'm Dr. Secret, your friendly controller, and a heck of a paleontologist, if I do say so myself. But let's not talk about me. Let's talk about you, and how you can help me make history today with the Time Rover. It's like this. If I can bring you back from the Cretaceous period, it stands to reason that I can bring back a live dinosaur with you. And not just any dinosaur. Take a look at this guy. He's an iguanodon, and I'm certain that he is the key to understanding these magnificent creatures. I tagged him with a locator during an unauthorized field trip. Otherwise, I'd be traveling with you. Right now, our dino should be about here, at the very end of the Cretaceous period. That's where you're going today.
I've arrived, it seems, just in time to correct a little misstatement.
Dr. Marsh.
That is impossibly close to the giant asteroid impact that destroyed most life forms on Earth. Our tools are designed to take you to the early Cretaceous period. And I can assure you that all time rovers have been securely locked on those coordinates.
That's right. See? Securely locked. Access denied.
Continue.
Of course. We were just talking about seatbelts. Plug them in, use them. It can get kind of choppy out there, so keep your hands and arms inside the vehicle at all times. Flash photography? I wouldn't. It alters the homing signal, and that's not good. Oh, and one more thing. Those locked coordinates? We're in. Now, here's the drill. You follow the homing signal to the iguanodon, then I'll enlarge the transport field, and boom, you're back with one additional passenger extra large. And don't worry about that asteroid. You'll be in and out of there before it even breaks the atmosphere. Trust me, what could go wrong?
All right, heading in. Just got done with the pre-show. Last time ever. Dark places and scary dinosaurs. And we are in. The Dino Institute welcomes you for the last time ever. Wow. Here we are. Let's get ready to board our time rover. It's hitting me now. This is crazy. This is it. Last time ever. Here we go. I know that everybody knows the secret Easter egg, but I'm going to mention it one final time. These three pipes right here, this attraction used to be sponsored by McDonald's back on opening day in 1998. These pipes stand for ketchup, mustard, and mayonnaise. Little reference to the past. All right, last ride ever. I'm not gonna record all of it. I'm only gonna record the beginning because I want to take it in. But here we go, last time ever on Dinosaur. One final Easter egg. This code right here stands for Countdown to Extinction, Walt Disney Imagineering, Animal Kingdom 1998.
Time travel commencing in T-minus 10 seconds and counting.
This is Seeker. Listen up. We've got to get in, grab the iguanodon, and get out before the asteroid hits. Let's roll! get that dino. Computer, what are you tracking?
Restaurantosaurus.
Not our dino.
Warning, meteor shower in range.
Just little one.
Oleoramus. Hadrosaur. Raptor.
The Dino Institute. There it is. Last time ever. I just got off of that. And now we have entered the Dino Institute gift shop. And this is the line for merchandise right here. Thankfully, I was here last week and already got my merchandise, so I am all set. Last time ever walking through this store. Some good memories in here for sure. Wow. Here's some of the last merchandise ever that you can get for Dinosaur. We have some Dinosaur collectible figures right here. We have a Time Rover. This is actually what I got last week, which is great. A couple shirts. We have dinosaurs down here. Yeah, this is about it. They really don't have a ton of stuff. They used to have shirts and pins, but they've sold out of those. So it's really this, the figurines, and then a couple other dinosaurs down here as well. And we are officially back out in the cold. That is why we rope drop, because now the wait time says 70 minutes, and I only waited about 25, which was not bad at all. And now we're back outside, and that was it. Like, I just rode it for the last time ever. Last time ever. For those that don't know, back when this attraction opened with Animal Kingdom in 1998, it used to actually go by a different name. It used to go by Countdown to Extinction, and then a couple years later when the movie Dinosaur actually came out, that's when they renamed it to just Dinosaur. That's when they added Aladar from the movie out here. So like, technically, I guess you could say this is based off of a Disney IP. I don't really count it personally. Dr. Seeker and Dr. Marsh are completely original. It's a completely original story, but yeah, like this is it. So it is truly now, the countdown to extinction is over. Today is extinction, or I guess technically tomorrow, but it's here. It is here. Final close-up look at Aladar the dinosaur. Crazy. End of an era today. I am going to very quickly come back here a little bit later to do a bit of a crowd check, but there is a line forming for photos. I did get my photo, thankfully, just now. Unbelievable. It's crazy. I am going to head into Restaurantosaurus. I don't know if it's open yet. If it is, I'd hopefully like to head in there, just kind of walk around for one final time, because that is also closing starting tomorrow as well. Currently, it looks like the Cretaceous Trail is closed, but that's okay. I don't really need to go in there. There's not much over there. But if you are wondering, this is the sign, and there it is. This is going to be home to a new playground soon when Tropical Americas opens. Well, now that we have Dinosaur out of the way, let's head on into Restaurantosaurus for one final time, which is surprisingly dead. Wow. Okay, I'll take it. Wow, look at this. All right, let's head inside. Last time heading into Restaurantosaurus, which will soon be reimagined into a large hacienda. Warmth. Oh, it feels so nice in here. Wow. Welcome to the last time ever that I will be in Restaurantosaurus. I don't think people quite understand just how big a Restaurantosaurus is. If you haven't been in here, not that you can anymore at the time of filming this, but if you haven't, it is a truly enormous restaurant. Truly. This is like only about maybe a quarter of it. This room is known as the hip joint right here. Lots of really cool little stuff in here. just FYI, I'm just walking around here. I'm not actually going to be eating here today just because I do like Restaurantosaurus from a theming perspective, as you can tell. Theming, 10 out of 10. It is a fantastically themed restaurant. The food is not good. Just gonna be totally honest, it's not good. There are a million way better, different, and better places to eat here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. And if you know me and you've been following the channel for a while, you know that my favorite place ever to eat is Satu'li Canteen in Pandora. So if I do eat today, that is where I'm going to be going. Not here, respectfully. And now this room is on the left-hand side when you enter. This is probably the biggest room in Restaurantosaurus. And again, just look how enormous this restaurant is. And again, extremely well themed. You got like all this stuff on the walls, dinosaurs, fun gags. Like, really, really, really great. The Dino Institute emblem, this artwork. Yeah, the theming of this restaurant will absolutely be missed. All right, well, farewell Restaurantosaurus. Again, thematically will absolutely be missed. Food-wise, not so much. In case you are wondering though, burgers and chicken nuggets, all that American food, it will be moving over to Harambe Market in about a week, I believe. So don't worry, Animal Kingdom will not be devoid of those food options. Hopefully the food quality gets a little bit better because I have not eaten at Restaurantosaurus very often, I have to say. But the few times I have eaten there, the food has just not been good. So food-wise, I will not miss it. I'm very excited for what's going to be replacing it, but I will miss the theming. I've always enjoyed the theming of Restaurantosaurus. Walking back into Discovery Island, Dinoland bids us farewell. Thank you for visiting Dinoland U.S.A, the friendliest fossils in America. So here's what I ended up doing. Because I am hungry, and I did tell you that Satu'li Canteen is my favorite restaurant here at Disney's Animal Kingdom, and actually it's my favorite quick service restaurant in all of Walt Disney World. They serve breakfast there, and I've actually never had breakfast at the Satu'li Canteen. So I just placed a mobile order, and I'm heading on over to Pandora, and we're gonna go have a little breakfast there, because why not? Well, even though it's cold, what a beautiful, beautiful morning it is here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. I mean, look at this. Look how blue the sky is this morning. I'm not sure what's prettier, the Tree of Life, Expedition Everest, or the floating mountains in Pandora, the world of Avatar. I mean, come on. This is just beautiful. Okay, just got my food at Satu'li Canteen. This is the cinnamon French toast. It comes with some powdered sugar, some sausage links, and then it also comes with blueberry cream cheese, but I'm not a cream cheese fan, so I didn't get any. But yeah, this is it. And I also have some syrup on the side, and then I got some coffee as well. All right, well, it's certainly warming up a little bit. I think it's like 31 degrees now instead of 24, and now I think it only feels like 19, so I'll take it. I got some warm coffee with me. I just had a very, very good breakfast over at Satu'li Canteen. I don't think I've ever had breakfast at Animal Kingdom, and I want to say that breakfast at Satu'li Canteen is relatively new. It was very good. Cinnamon French toast was excellent. You get two nice thick pieces of French toast, very soft. The sausage links were actually surprisingly good. Normally at Disney I don't usually have good sausage links, but those were actually pretty darn good. So would definitely recommend Satu'li Canteen for breakfast. They have a couple other options as well, a few more adventurous options, but I decided to go with that. I feel fueled now, which is good. Over here in the back corner of Asia, you may notice that even though the park has been open for over an hour and a half now, Kali River Rapids still has not opened, which makes sense. I mean, if you're doing Kali River Rapids this morning, you must be out of your mind. I'm not sure if this attraction is going to open at all today. Crazy. How beautiful does Expedition Everest look on this cold but gorgeous morning? Well, I would ride Expedition Everest this morning, but it is also currently closed. So basically the only operating attractions this morning are both Pandora rides, Dinosaur, and the Safari. Both rides in Asia are down, so it's a good thing that Dinosaur is an indoor attraction. All right, heading back into Dinoland. I'm not going to do anything here. I just want to do a little crowd check, see how things are doing. I got my photos. I rode the ride for one last time. I explored Restaurantosaurus. I've done everything that I wanted to do. but we're just gonna head back in here one final time, do a little crowd check, and then we are out. We are out, and then the next time that we will walk in here will be next year in 2027 when it becomes the Tropical Americas. Well, this is new. They've installed stanchions while you're walking into Dinoland to prepare for potentially really long lines later today for Dinosaur. Look at this. This was not here an hour ago. All right, little crowd check here at Dinosaur. It is currently 10:04 in the morning. I got in line just under 2 hours ago, and now the current line says 75 minutes, and I waited 25. Honestly, that's still not terrible, I don't think. But yeah, now the line is extending all the way out here. There's more extended queue on this side that will probably fill up later when it gets a little bit warmer out. But yeah, it's definitely gotten crowded. It's not gonna get less crowded. Another little fun fact about Dinosaur, probably a little bit lesser known, is that you will notice that these two pillars, when you enter the courtyard for the attraction, they're circular at the top, like a bowl. Originally, in the original concept, they were supposed to be fire coming out of these bowl-like shapes, and then that ended up getting budget cut, and then they resorted to these plants that kind of look like fire and flames, sort of. Passing by the Cretaceous Trail again, it is officially now open. They're doing some character meet and greets over here. There's Daisy in her Dinoland outfit. Last time you can see her today. And then over here, right in front of Restaurantosaurus, you can meet Donald Duck one last time in his dino outfit as well. I think Chip and Dale are over near Daisy at the Cretaceous Trail, but yeah, that's everything that's going on over here. So again, still not terrible as far as crowds go, but it has definitely picked up as compared to 2 hours ago this morning. Well, with all of that out of the way, it is an official goodbye to Dinoland U.S.A. Final time passing the construction walls, Tropical Americas. That's it. I will not be standing here for another year and a half, which, when you think about it, really isn't that long. A year and a half from now, supposedly, the Tropical Americas will be open. I also sincerely hope that they keep this walkway open, the walkway that I'm currently on right now. This walkway basically connects Asia, like the Finding Nemo Theater, to Discovery Island. It just kind of wraps around Dinoland. It was never themed to Dinoland, and I would imagine that they would keep it open for the sake of crowd control and guest flow, but I'm not 100% sure. Again, I hope that they do, and I think that they will, but we will find out starting tomorrow. You guys, have a theory. Considering that it is so cold this morning, my new theory is that Disney is not what killed Dinosaur. It was a freak ice age, right? It is freezing cold this morning. That would make sense, right? So that is my new theory. Freak ice age killed Dinosaur, not Disney. Well, everybody, that is going to officially wrap up today's video here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. I hope that you enjoyed. Again, we had a beautiful morning, extremely cold. It is still absolutely freezing, but nonetheless beautiful. I'm gonna head home and warm up. I just wanted to be here for the final morning of Dinoland and Dinosaur and Restaurantosaurus closing. It really is the end of an era, and I realized that I think I've kind of briefly mentioned how I felt about Dinosaur in the past, but maybe not fully. So really quick, I am going to take the time to express my thoughts about Dinosaur and everything that's on the horizon for Disney's Animal Kingdom. Here's the thing. I have never been the biggest fan of Dinoland. I just really haven't. So Chester and Hester's Dinorama, thank God that that is gone. I hated that. I never liked that from the start. The Boneyard, I did like the Boneyard. I had quite a few memories from there when I was a kid, so I think it was sad to see that go. Definitely, I am most sad to see Dinosaur close. The way I feel about Dinosaur is kind of the same way that I feel about Rock and Roller Coaster. I think the ride itself is good. I think it's always been a fun, solid ride. For me, I actually like the pre-show better than the ride. Honestly, today, like 2-3 years ago, the ride was in rough shape. I mean, it was in bad shape. Right now, though, I actually think it's in pretty decent shape. It's not like a Splash Mountain situation where the last day that I was there for that ride was looking rough. It looked like it hadn't gotten any TLC in a matter of years. Dinosaur, though, I feel like they've kind of spruced it up in the past year, thankfully, to, kind of put it in not necessarily perfect operational condition, but in good enough operational condition to where I have noticed that there has been a little bit of a quality increase in the attraction since riding it maybe 2 or 3 years ago, which is good. Overall, though, I think it is time. It has been a rumor that Dinoland and Dinosaur were going to close for years. The earliest that I remember it happening was back in 2018, which is a year after Pandora, the World of Avatar opened. Everybody was like, hey, what's next for Animal Kingdom? And everybody was like, well, it's going to be Dinoland. And sure enough, here we are in 2026. Dinoland is now officially going by the wayside. So for Tropical Americas, I am excited for it. I am. I don't agree 100% with what they're doing. I think the new town square is going to be great. Pueblo Esperanza. I think the carousel will be great. The Hacienda, I'm very much looking forward to. And honestly, the Indiana Jones ride, as far as the retheme for Dinosaur goes, I am looking forward to it. It's going to be a new original Indiana Jones story that's going to fit within the land. It's going to be themed to an ancient Mayan temple. I know a lot of people are like, well, what does that have to do with Animal Kingdom? You know, the whole point of Animal Kingdom is about conservation and nature and, you know, man's relationship to the natural environment. Yes, you are absolutely correct. That is what it is. But, I mean, I take a look at rides like Expedition Everest. What does that have to do with the natural world or man's connection to nature, right? It's a roller coaster themed around the Himalayas and Everest, and we're going after being chased by a Yeti, right? So that doesn't really have anything to do with the conservation theme, but we still love it. So I feel like not everything at Animal Kingdom has to have that theme. So I think thematically, I really do think it will work. I think just the land itself, right? We already have Africa and Asia. Those are already two very biodiverse regions in the world, and Central and South America are no different. They're just as diverse, even if not more, than Asia and Africa. So I wish that we were getting an animal trail, personally. That doesn't give a direct return on investment, and there is plenty of room for it. I know that there is. So I wish we were getting an animal trail. Unfortunately, we're not. No big deal, though. But I have to say, overall, I really am looking forward to the Tropical Americas. I think it's going to be a very good addition to the park. I never really thought Dinoland fit in this park, if I'm being totally honest. I mean, that had nothing to do with conservation or nature or anything. Again, the only thing that I'm still iffy about with the entire land is the Encanto attraction. But other than that, I think it's going to be an upgrade. I really do. I'm looking forward to it. Again, I am sad to see Dinoland go, and Dinosaur specifically, but I really do think it's time. This park has not gotten anything new since Pandora. By the time this land opens next year, it will have been an entire decade since Pandora, the World of Avatar opened back in 2017, which is crazy. So I do think it's time. It is the end of an era here at Animal Kingdom, but at the same time, I also think it's the start of a brand new one. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I would love to know. But anyways, I don't want to ramble on too much longer. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to like, subscribe, turn those notifications on. Check me out on Instagram. The link is down below. And what about you? How do you feel about Dinosaur closing? Were you able to ride it one final time? And how do you feel about the future of this park? It really is crazy just how much that southeast quadrant of the park is going to be changing in the next year and a half. But here we go. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel with those notifications turned on so you never miss the latest updates. But my name is Bobby. This has been It's a Small Vlog for the final day ever of Dinoland USA, Dinosaur, and Restaurantosaurus. And with all that out of the way, have a magical day, everybody. Bye.